Thank you very much. It is for me a great honor and a great pleasure to be here tonight. I'm coming from many meetings which we had today with some members of the parliament from Kosovo in Jerusalem, in Knesset. But let me first thank Mr. Deutsch and Mr. Ticknor. I'm very grateful to both of them for the invitation. And it is for me really a great pleasure to be here tonight in Tel Aviv. I'm Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Kosovo. Used to be quite long in all possible governments. Was twice Foreign Minister of Kosovo, around 8 years, Minister of Education, Deputy Prime Minister, and then the time comes when you should go to opposition. And I really enjoy the time of being in opposition in terms of having time more to reflect. But I always thought that the most important task in my life as a foreign policy politician, as somebody who's interested in foreign policy, is to be a friend of Israel. And before I ever visited Israel, before I ever was any time in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem, I was introduced to your great country by reading the writings of Theodor Herzl 30 years ago, when I was living and studying at Vienna University, and two friends of mine from the Jewish community introduced me in that time to your great thinker and to your great leader, Theodor Herzl. And since then, I was and I am a big admirer of your country, of your great people, and of your great culture. I read, and I have still, a copy of his book, Alt Neuland, All New Land, with my notes from that time. And that was a dark time for Kosovo, because we were living in that time under Serb occupation. And we saw in Herzl and his writing as an inspiration for our future. And today, you have a member of the parliament of an independent Kosovo in front of you. But I'm not here. Thank you. I'm not here to tell you very, very personal stories. I'm here to thank AJC for massive support given to Kosovo in a very crucial time. 1998, 1999, when genocide was happening in Kosovo, committed by Serbia and by Milosevic regime. It was your organization among the very, very first, who appealed to stop that genocide and the policy of the ethnic cleansing. It was your organization who, in 1999, supported refugees among the countries in the Balkans at a different level. And we are also grateful to your great country, Israel, for welcoming in that time, Prime Minister Netanyahu welcoming that time some 100 refugees who came to Israel. Today, we are an independent country recognized by over 115 countries around the world. We are members of different international organizations. But we are very proud that some years ago, 3 years ago, Israel took the decision to recognize Kosovo as an independent state. We established diplomatic relations, and we are very proud today that we are among the first countries to establish our embassy in Jerusalem. Actually, we are the very, very first European country. And so and so far the only one, and I would like to invite our European friends to follow Kosovo. But it is a history of a very close cooperation between Israel and Kosovo before establishing diplomatic relations, before opening the embassy. And there is a friend of yours, there is a friend of mine, Avital Leibovich. She was always for me the hope, the address, the platform of communication with Israel as long as I was Foreign Minister of Kosovo. And because of her support, in 2017, 18, I think it was 2017, in close coordination with your organization and with my friend Avital, we took the decision to ban, to outlaw, to declare as a terrorist organization Hezbollah. And again, we were among the very first country to do that. In order to show you that Kosovo, it is the youngest country in Europe, the youngest country in the Balkans, the youngest democracy, but at the same time, we are the largest democracy in the region. Because, and we are quite similar like your society. We don't accept the idea of authority in politics. We are a very critical society. We are a very vibrant democracy. And there is always a political rotation in our country. And this is the reason why we would like to open a new chapter of cooperation between Israel and Kosovo, because you are the most important and the most liberal, and maybe the only one, but it's not my job, democracy in the Middle East, while we are the youngest and the largest in the Balkans, and we would like to open a new chapter of cooperation between the two countries. This is the reason why I came today with some friends from the Kosovo Parliament. We established a friendship group in our parliament, and we had today great meetings with the Speaker of Knesset, with many members of the parliament, in order to have a close parliamentary cooperation, but in order to have also a very close economic and societal exchange. And today also in Tel Aviv, there is a large delegation of business community from Kosovo who would like to work closely with business people from your great country. I'm here again to thank your organization for massive support, but also to call you that we are living in a very difficult time. What I learned by being in politics in the last 20 years is that each day in politics is quite new. Each day is very new. And we don't need to see the world with the filters of yesterday, but we have to be very creative in order to approach the challenges which you might have in your country and which we might have in Kosovo. But my last message is that you have an old and a new friend in Europe, because we are also among the oldest nations in Europe. And you can count with our support. I wish you the best. Thank you.